Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Akila Mac, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. If you are old, welcome back. Today I have another Larry Bird video. This is part 2, the complete compilation of Larry Bird's greatest stories told by NBA players and legends, part 2. So if you guys have not watched part 1 is over on Legit Big Dreams channel. Y'all should check part 1 out. I was really amazed on how Larry Bird, was actually amazing in his era and stuff like that, and there's nobody compared to him. This is part 2, so if you guys have not watched part 1, stop in this video. You can always come back and go watch part 1 on Legit Big Dreams channel. But without further ado, I have part 2 on my channel, so let's just get into it because I'm kind of anxious. Let's see.
Welcome to the complete collectors and legends, part 2.
Oof.
Larry Bird talked a lot of shit.
This name keeps coming. Bird. He goes to the right. Bird. He makes the right. Bird. I said, God damn, who was Bird?
Bird tough to defend. Why? Because you look slow as shit to me. So it's like I'm missing something.
He was talking so much trash during the Dream Team, and that's how it started.
So while Larry's in the air, he's got the ball right here, and he's screaming at Chief for not setting the pick. And I'm like,
okay.
Larry Bird talked a lot of shit. I like people to talk shit to me because it is what it is. I don't hold no grudges. I ain't got no feelings about it.
Bird talk shit like we talk.
Let me tell y'all something.
Draymond Green.
I'm gonna go shoot this motherfucking jumper in your face right there in that corner. And it's gonna be your Christmas
and that's what
Wrap
happened.
it up and bust your head open. All that shit. He was the coldest dude I ever seen with that shit, man. Everybody be talking about these greats. They don't be always mentioning him. He was the shit.
That is great.
Yeah, shit, man. He'll give it to you any way he wanted to. Any way he wanted to. Larry Bird was cold.
Cold.
I'll never forget driving and I'm listening to a game. It's New Mexico State playing Indiana State.
Now stay tuned for Indiana State basketball with Bob Forbes live from Los.
I'm gonna stop it right there, y'all. I don't know why, but for some reason I don't understand why this man was always called slow. Like, I could listen to people talk about Larry Bird all day, but like he was really a fun, lethal player at the end of the day. And I love how these guys just they just tell it how it is, like what Larry told them, and they actually let us know that they did get beat by Larry Bird. So that's actually amazing. So far this video is well done. I'ma say that I just love me some Larry Bird, and is not gonna get old. And I don't understand why people calls him slow. Like, literally, let's just we gotta math the man. Like, the man has to math, and the man be mathing with this guy. He was all over the court working harder and smarter than anyone. His mental was right on track. Like, he was faster than most players, and that's just crazy. So far the video is good. Let's just get right back into it because I want to know more. Hopefully he really dived deep into the Larry Bird journey, because I want to know more. Let's just get back into it.
Versus New Mexico.
I don't really care about the game, but New Mexico State is right up the streets from El Paso, and I went to UTEP. And we're big rivalries, so I'm hoping that Indiana State will beat New Mexico State. And I'm listening to the radio, and I have no clue of the players on either team. All of a sudden, this name keeps coming. Bird. He goes to the right. Bird. He makes the
Bird.
Bird hides the corner to Bird. Larry Bird.
Great shooter.
Larry Bird.
I said, God damn, who is Bird? Bird.
Unathletic is an understatement, literally.
And Bird, did you see the pass that Bird made?
Bird has it, lost it, and throws it up towards the Carl Nick on a breakaway, and he's got it.
I can't see it, but I just trying to
He
imagine.
said he's just trying to imagine it.
When the time I got to the end, I said, damn, that brother can play.
Like, two. He can't count.
Hey, let me tell you something. When I got the newspaper the next morning and saw Larry's picture, I said, damn.
Good player.
Woo. Larry, it wasn't you know, be honest with you. The
Oh.
young lady that said you were her favorite player. Mine too. I love you too, Magic, but not as much as I like Bird.
Great duo, though. No cap.
Because I asked a lot of questions. Playing with Byron Scott,
A lot of
I asked him a lot
questions.
of questions. Eddie Jones, who was great at chasing guards off the screens, and I didn't understand how to do that. I would sit with him before practice, after practice. Magic, James Worthy, Kurt Rambis.
That's how you learn
all
something.
the Laker greats. I would always sit down and just ask them questions about certain games that I studied growing up. What actually happened there? What did you feel there? Why? Bird tough to defend. Why? Because you look slow as shit to me. So it's like I'm missing something.
When I got a chance to actually play against him, he was bigger than
Hey,
I
the
thought
math, they
he was,
math it.
and a lot more competitive than I had given him credit for at that time.
Missing something. So like, tell me what I'm missing. You know what I mean? And so I would always ask questions and try to learn as much as I could.
He would never give up. He didn't want to quit. He was not a loser.
At all.
Larry was going to do whatever it took in his power to get a win.
That competitive nature, the work ethic.
Whether it be the assist, the score, as you see right there, or the loose ball diving out of bounds for it, or that real tough, hard,
Smooth.
aggressive word to his teammates. That's the leadership qualities that Larry provided for his ball
Damn,
club.
Larry.
And so I would always ask questions and try to learn as much as I could. Right?
You might want to.
Well,
I
different
would.
generation. You guys probably never even seen Larry Bird play. Which is
Right.
Just
How
thought
many have
that.
seen Larry Bird play?
Hey, everybody's seen Larry Bird play.
That's not a high enough percentage. We got some work to do.
But Larry was a consummate professional because he would go out there and just play the game. And I think when you're the best that come out of that means that you're on the top. And Larry had always felt like that.
Right.
I was one of the first ones to play Larry. And I'll tell you a quick story before I ask you the question was, I'm sitting there playing Larry my first game ever, and I was like everybody else. Larry comes on, I'm averaging 19 points a game before Larry gets on the team. So I'm in the arena, Larry comes into our practice facility, I give him the slow clap. There he comes, great white hope. I'm getting guarding this dude, man, from about 15 feet away. He knocks down the jump shot. Now I'm working him on the offensive end. 'Cause, you know, he couldn't guard me or anybody else. And he just knocking down shots. I walked out of that practice that day, the first black person I could get to. I said, you know what? That fucking white guy can play. and that was it.
These guys came in together in '81. There's Kevin, there's Larry, there's Robert. Dennis Johnson, Danny Ainge, they knew what each other could do. And what I did was said, okay, let's see what's happening out there.
Let's see.
And you'd see Larry shooting the three-pointer, and then I call a timeout.
Called a timeout.
I'ma just stop it right there. It's crazy to even think like it's crazy because hearing all those legends like speak on these games of Larry Bird is just amazing. It's well done. Like what an underrated player today's fan. I feel like today's fans and players like they would never like ever understand like this man was really amazing. Like they all thought they can guard Bird, and that was the thing. They all thought they could guard Bird, but different athletes. DJ and Bird, y'all, they were so good together, like very good, and I really appreciate that. Hearing all these people speak on this man, I love these stories like so much. This is like the only white basketball player that, you know, if I've ever seen, to my knowledge, to my knowledge, has never been called overrated, even like once by any of the great black players he played, like Michael Jordan, Magic, any one of them in like the NBA, and that's amazing. Like I can't get enough of Bird. I don't know about y'all, but like I really appreciate this work that this guy has put into this video. I'm gonna say this one more time. This was a great episode. This is a great episode. I'm not even finished with the video, but Bird, Magic, Dominique Jr., they made such an excellent like 80s era ever for NBA basketball, and that's just that this man is underrated. Not only was he a good player, but he was a good friend to Magic Johnson, and he was even like diagnosed with HIV. That Larry Bird was, you know, the first person to call him. When Magic was diagnosed with that, Larry was the first person to call him out of all the people, and he knew, and he told him that he was there for him. And that's just like, y'all gotta do y'all research on this man. This man was amazing. Now, I'm not saying he was, just because he was there for Magic, that made him, no. He was just an upstanding guy. Is an upstanding guy. So far, it's just good. Let's just get back into it.
Out and he diagrammed the play.
And they didn't count the three-pointer. So he's very upset with that, so I diagrammed the play. He says, heck with the play, Case. Give me the ball and tell all the rest of the guys to get out of the way. I said, shut up, Larry. I'm the coach here.
Shut up.
Okay, all right. Then you should take the ball out and give it to Kevin, and you throw it to Larry, and everybody get the hell out of the way.
Celtics are down by 2 points, and Bird is out by the three-point line, and he's being guarded by a guy named Johnny High. And Johnny High is sort of backing away from Bird, and Bird says, hey, Johnny, you better come up and guard me a little closer. I'm just going to get the ball and shoot a three, and the game's over.
You know, Larry not only tells me that, he walked by the bench and says, you know, typical Bird, he just real slow.
Yeah, I'm just fixing to bust a three on you guys and just go home. I'm tired of this.
Fixing to bust a three on your guys and go home.
And, you know, Johnny High sort of smiles and laughs about it.
And I was supposed to cut off the high post and post up for a second and then go across and set a pick.
Right.
Well, I came off the pick and I was wide open and I stood there waiting for the ball. I had a smaller guy to post up and Larry just waved me out of the way saying, get out of here, get out of the way.
And then true to his word, in Phoenix, he goes down before the ball is thrown in. And he's standing right in front of the Phoenix bench, and he looks at all the guys on the bench and says, I'm getting the ball, I'm going to put it in the hoop. And he says, watch my hand as I follow through.
And so he breaks the play.
And then the ball comes in the Bird, he just turns around and shoots a perfect three.
And from that time I learned to run Larry's play, not the coach's play.
The ball is thrown into Kevin. Kevin gets to Larry. Larry fires it up, puts a hand in the air as he continues on to the dressing room. Now that's what you call arrogance.
Bruce Hurst knew the Celtics
The
because he was friends with
Boston
Danny Ainge. They
Garden.
had played Major League Baseball together and against each other. He would come to practice. He knew McHale, he knew Bird, he knew Parrish. He says those Celtics,
That era had
they
to
were
be
so secure in their
amazing.
own
Like, it
greatness.
looks
There was none
calm,
of this. Who's getting
even
more
though they're
touches.
practicing.
They had fun. They had fun in practice, competing against each other. They knew how great they were. And this all comes out, you know, the kind of trash talking you're talking about with guys whistling and...
Actually, you know Mike Saunders, the trainer of the Knicks.
Sure.
Larry was banking threes at Madison Square Garden before a game because he was getting bored. He won the three-point thing 3 years in a row and started banking them. And
banking three-pointers during warm-ups before a Knicks game, and the trainer said it was Saunders. He said...
Saunders said, you can't do that in a game. And Larry said, if you give me $5, I will. And sure enough, they get way ahead of the Knicks.
And then he banked one in at the end of a game and ran down by the bench with his palm out.
This man was like had the greatest brain in the NBA. The greatest brain. This man just was amazing.
Stories like that.
He was pool hustling during the games.
Absolutely love stories like that because he was the legend. That's part of the legend of Larry Legend.
1988.
That had to be one of
Conference
the best moments.
semifinals.
Larry Legend.
Meek and Bird, the duel.
You and Larry Bird, playoffs.
the battle, one of the most clutch moments. I remember watching it as a kid, got me hyped. I went outside and started shooting outside the playground, pretending I was both of y'all.
I remember Bird made a prediction at the end of that game. He said, I guarantee a win. Atlanta blew their opportunity. And I'm like, hey, I don't know what Bird talking about. We have a great opportunity. We going in there, we going to kick their butt. We coming to win. I don't care what he said. If you guys ain't ready to fight, you ain't ready to go to war, don't even come to the court.
He was off right there. He still made that
shot. Same thing in the other locker room. So it kind of set up for that great game. But I'm going to tell you, and I really believe this, the reason why Larry Bird got so hot in that game, in that fourth quarter, Kevin Willis and I and Bird was running down the court, and Kevin reached
Look how lazy that was, and he still made
Larry
it.
Bird just said, don't let this so-and-so score anymore tonight. And I looked at Kevin.
Don't let the swords.
What you doing? Are you crazy?
Leave him sleep.
Let him stay asleep.
Yes.
You know, it's like his eyes got this big, and I knew it was on then. I knew it was on. And when you talk about the clutch shots, he hit 10 clutch shots.
I was going to say,
that game.
You had 47 in that game. Larry Bird had 34, but 20 of those in the fourth quarter. So clutch is not just the final 3 or 4 seconds of a game.
And the thing is, we were sending everybody at him to slow him down. He was so hot that I think one of the shots he hit was a left-handed three.
Left-handed three.
That's when you know a guy is in the zone. Larry Bird hit more clutch shots, you know, in pressure situations.
Pressure.
Between the two of them. It's Bird's turn.
It's Bird's turn.
Comes up with the shin, gets it into Bird, and Wilkins is there. Bird comes free.
Ooh.
In any place.
I told you about each and every one, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He would call the spot.
Yeah.
You know, but he never called the spot against me. You know, that's kind of disrespect.
Gotta let it be known, not me.
6 field goals, and as far as Larry Bird is concerned, it's Detroit. Here we come.
It's crazy.
Smartest player you ever played with?
Smartest player?
With
Dennis Johnson.
When DJ first come here, I didn't know how to react because I didn't know how
Dennis
he was
Johnson,
going to play.
okay.
I knew he was a great player, but I didn't know if we'd be able to get along on the court.
He seemed to be playing the game on a higher cerebral level, and nowhere was this more apparent than his on-court chemistry with Larry Bird.
That's a set play off the backboard.
Okay, yeah.
Bounces it to Bird.
He bounced that to Bird.
They were in sync when they played.
Another great feed. Dennis Johnson to Larry Bird.
I can't tell you the number of times when he and Larry would make eye contact. Larry's guy would have his head turned, and DJ would just throw that ball right by his defender's ear, and Larry would just catch it and lay it in before the guy knew what even happened.
Like they was on the right
Smartest
page.
player you ever played
With?
with?
Dennis Johnson.
Best player you ever played with?
Probably Dennis Johnson. DJ, I thought, was a guy I loved to play with. He thought the same way I did. And he's pretty good.
These two had that unspoken communication on the floor, even down to one of the most famous plays in Celtic history, the Game 5 steal against the Pistons in '87, where Larry grabbed it, and DJ knew in an instant before anybody else on the floor what was happening, cut to the basket, winning lay-in from the left side.
Ooh.
You didn't know?
In a second.
So it's appropriate that these two have their numbers displayed alongside each other.
That's low there, bro.
Now there's a steal by Bird.
Ooh. Wow. Never
Rick,
really
you
knew
played
Johnson
in
like
some
that.
amazing games that you won. You played in some amazing games you lost. The one I'm going to talk to you about is a game that I thought you guys had when you had the Celtics all but beat. Because I remember you running down the sideline, punching your fist because you guys had made the steal and you thought it was over.
No, what happened was I was running down the sideline shaking my arm like because I caused the turnover.
Yes.
And it was like, yeah, we got him. So I'm looking at the
them men
bench,
play hard.
I'm looking at Chuck Daly, and Chuck was calling timeout. But Isaiah, and we talked about this on another show,
That
Isaiah
boy
ran.
Bird just
I'm usually the one taking it out
athletic.
to give to Isaiah, but he ran and grabbed a ball. He had, a brain fart, and he threw it in, and that's when it was like, oh, hell no.
The most vivid example of the Bird-DJ connection came in the 1987 playoffs against Detroit. It's often referred to as Bird steal, but many still marvel at Johnson's brilliant instinct.
But that was game 5.
That shoot amazes me every time.
Why, you're looking at it. Zeke, and we talk, it's like, Zeke, why you take the damn ball out? That's my job. That's what I do.
Stay in your lane, bro. Stay in your lane.
I'm trying to get the ball to you.
So I run over, we look at the bench, no timeout, nothing. So I run over and I grab the ball. And this is probably one of the most incredible plays that's ever happened against me and that probably I've ever witnessed. From an athletic standpoint, 2 people being in sync.
Yes, with each other.
Bird just playing every
he just
second.
Dominated.
And that's what the Celtics taught us.
Dominated.
To play every second, not to play 47 and a half minutes, but to play a full 48. So I grabbed the ball from the referee. Lambier's a good foul shooter. I never had taken the ball out. That wasn't my thing, right? I throw it up. Bird sneaks in. I didn't even see him. But the thing I remember the most is that joker. This is the out of bounds line. That joker caught the ball, and in my mind, I'm like, okay, he going out of bounds.
He ain't going out.
That dude did this. Like a ballerina, right?
And he's
unathletic. If you go back and you
unathletic.
watch the play, that dude is on his toes. The baseline is right up under his toes. And in my mind, he must have stood there for about 5 seconds because everything was going in slow motion in my mind, right? And it's like, I'm like, and then it's a strange moment. I'm like, damn, how you doing that? Bird made a great steal, but DJ made a great cut. And it all happened in within a split second.
As Bird is going to get it this way, he's already reacted like he's in Bird's mind that he's going to steal.
Y'all got that. Okay.
And then boom.
I didn't know that.
Just as I got it, I'd seen a white jersey streaking down towards the basket, and I turned, and it was DJ, of course.
Bird steals it.
Ooh.
Johnson, way up Boston.
Whoa, that shot is amazing every time. The steal, the pass,
He's a big play
and the
man.
shot.
He makes big plays when you need them.
And once he stole it, it was like it took the wind out of our sail.
Was that
I bet it
eventually
did.
maybe the game that you said you were the most
Look at that.
disappointed about?
I did a great defensive play on Bird, and it was like it went right off Larry. And I'm like, okay, I was excited about.
Excited, look at him.
I beat him up because here's the thing. Before
No.
I beat him up, man, Brad, I remember when I switched out on him and he yelled out, "Hey, Mayhorn, you on me?" And I hate when somebody call me Mayhorn. That looking at me with that old shiftless shit grin, and Bird went like, "You on me? Clear."
You on me? Literally?
I said, "All right, okay." I said, "I'm gonna get you," and that
No
right
sweat.
there made me going like, "Yeah, I finally got him," because he, you know, he's a bad
You
boy.
ain't
I'm
hit
never
him.
gonna disrespect him.
So, you DJ coming down, right, with the ball. Oh, great DJ, that's good. So pass it to Larry, he's in that corner. So as you pass to Larry, my first job was to stop you first, right? Now I gotta go out and close Larry Bird out. So as I'm running out to Larry Bird, he's talking trash to me.
I'm gonna stop it right now. I'm gonna say this. I would take him over so many other players. Y'all, I'm not even lying. Dennis Johnson was on point. He was just so sharp. Shout out to Dennis Johnson. May he rest in peace. But like I said, y'all, this I would not. I don't know. I feel like I was never a big basketball fan, but when you see greatness, baby, you just gotta speak on it, and that's just that. Like, I would take him over any player, like I said. that have like more points. Like I said, rebounds and assists. Unfortunately, his career was cut short, very short due to his back injury. But yet, for approximately like what, 8 years, he was incredible the whole damn time, nearly. I would start my team with Larry Bird. I will. Why? Because I feel like he elevated the players around him while being like that dominant and offensive threat, y'all. Like literally, like he might not be the most athletic yet, but his leadership was unmatched. And I hate when these people be like unathletic, but this man stood at the line and was on his tippy toes. And this guy said he don't fight however long, but it was long. That's per that's perfection to me. Like that's amazing. Like, and y'all say this man unathletic. I don't know why y'all say that. I don't know why y'all say that, because he probably didn't train a lot or probably didn't work out a lot. But you can see that this man on the court is unbelievable. Like I'll definitely would like to see him play more. This man was amazing as anyone like I've ever saw. So far so good. I'm enjoying the video. If y'all have made it this far into the video, please give it a big thumbs up, and let's just get back into it.
I don't know why you running out here. Who says that in the middle of the game? He said, I'm gonna wait till you get one step away from me and I'm gonna shoot it right in your face.
Oh.
No, true story. So I got one step away. He shoots it all net, 3-pointer, good. Then he turned to me and said, you did all that running for nothing.
All of him running.
Larry uses picks probably better than the players that ever played the game. And Larry was on the box, and Robert Perry was coming down to set a pick on me. The Chief didn't throw a good pick. So while Larry's in the air, he got the ball right here, and he's screaming at Chief for not setting the pick. And I'm like, you're screaming at a guy in the air for not setting the pick, and he makes the jumper. I'm like, I couldn't believe
crazy.
That.
How did you develop a great friendship with Larry Bird?
You know what?
They come naturally.
It was strange. It was ironic because I hated the Celtics growing up.
And you played in Boston.
I grew up in Boston. I didn't like the Celtics. I was a Sixers fan, and Larry and I got to be great friends during the Dream Team. And it's funny. He talked so much trash. Always talk trash. Talk trash on the phone, on the floor. Just talking so much trash during the Dream Team.
He backed it up though.
That's how it started.
Let's admit it.
He's always talking trash to me, talking trash to the rest of the players. So I'm talking trash back to him. I think that story you talked about, X, I think that's one of the stories you got from me.
The story about Xavier McDaniel, is that true where Larry, after a timeout, tells X what he's going to do?
I get in charge when I tell someone on the opposing team that I'm going to hit the last second shot and then do it. That's what it's all about.
Tie game, 13 seconds to play. Celtics basketball.
During the timeout, I'm going to a play.
Yeah, it's time to go home.
At that time, Larry steps in and says, Coach, why don't you just give me the ball and tell everybody to get out of the way? That's Larry. If he wants the ball, he wants the ball. After the timeout, we walk back on the court, and then Xavier goes guarding. So he tells Xavier, I'm getting the ball.
I said, I know, I'm going to be waiting. And he said, I'm going to get it right here. I'm going to shoot it right in your face.
10 seconds.
Phenomenal.
5, and Bird has the basketball. Look out. Larry Bird just phenomenal the way that
he came out when right about that exact spot and shot a shot right in my face. And, he was like, I didn't need to leave 2 seconds on the clock. He wanted to shoot 2 seconds on the clock. I walked back to the sideline like, damn.
Yeah, Jackie McMullen tells that one really well, which is, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this,
on it, on it, for sure.
Oh, you might have got it from me. But you know, he always talked trash. I remember he talked trash against us, talked trash with against everyone else. But you know, the difference is he could back it up. He could back it up. You know, I remember, you know, like I was saying, growing up in Boston, people all used to always talking about that he can't jump, he can't do this, he can't do that. And you know, a lot of my friends was like that. You know. So, I got to the league. I called all my friends back up. I said, you know, all that trash that you were talking, you need to squash all that.
Y'all come see him on the court.
He can, whatever you were saying for a man who can't jump, he's demolishing everybody.
So your guys are saying, how can you let this guy?
Oh, he's doing it on everybody.
Larry Bird,
wide open.
He scored in the third and fourth quarters. He can shoot right over the top of them. He does and nails it.
He's doing it on everybody. He's doing it on the best defensive players in the league.
Yeah. And I would write about Maxwell getting the bag of burgers from McDonald's. He'd send the equipment guy, you know, Francis over there to get the bag of burgers.
Look how old that video was, all that commercial, that burger.
The diet restrictions and all that, but I used to write about that, and Larry'd say, "Scoop, don't write about that. I eat just as bad as anybody in this team." He says, "I hate staying in shape. When my career's over, I will be the fattest fuck you've ever seen." He says, "You know, just look out below, because I'm done watching myself on this." And one time late in the career when he had the bad back, he had to miss about a month, and he came back, I don't know, 7 or 10 pounds
full
heavier.
of the hot dogs.
He said, "I was eating wedding cakes every day." And we said, "What? Why would you eat a wedding cake?" He said, "Who's going to fuck up a wedding cake?" So he ate wedding cake. It's just the way his logic. When we were on the road, he'd say something like you or I would say if we were living that life. Like, it'd get back to the bus after practice at the LA Forum, whatever. He'd say, "Okay, we just got through shooting baskets. Let's get in our free bus and go back to our free hotel and eat some free food." He says, "Boy, this life in the NBA, you don't like this. There's something wrong with you." And again, who among us wouldn't think that way? But none of them ever say something like that.
And I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did and you would like to see a part 3, let me know down below in the comment section. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, hit that notification button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alright
y'all, so that is the end of the video. If y'all enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Also subscribe if you are not subscribed to the channel. What are you doing? This was a very, very amazing video. It was well thought out of. This man, he makes excellent videos, so I've always been interested in, you know, the stories, especially about Connie Hawkins. Really amazing. He was selected as one of the greatest players of all time, and like I really appreciate that. Like when NBA first came out, like this was like the greatest list ever, and now that, you know, it seems that, you know, if, you know, something was dropped or anything, it's just like he was down with the most recent list. Like his skill was phenomenal. Like y'all should take a look at that story. But this was the greatest area of NBA. Like that era had the toughest players and the most just like well thought out players. Like I just please do part 3. If y'all would like to see part 3, comment down below part 3. Also give this video a thumbs up. That is the end of the video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to press that push bell notification so you can get notified when I drop new content. Also, like I said in the beginning, if you have not watched part 1 is on Legit Big Dreams channel. Y'all should check that out. Link will be pinned down in the description. And comment down below, like I said, if y'all want to see part 3. Part 3 will be dropping on Legit Big Dreams channel. But y'all have to comment down below if y'all want to see part 3. So that is the end of my video. Like I said, don't forget to press that push bell notification so you get notified when your girl drop new content. And I'm out.